Hi, this is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan. I'm back in the studio today and we're going to do another patented critical thinking breakdown on why cooked vegan food is bad for you. Before I go off on this, I want to make something clear up front. You guys know that we include some starches in our diet. We do some recipes for it, and a lot of people think we're starchivores because we have some, but the fact of the matter is we eat mostly raw food. Has anyone seen from our past videos? We buy like $100 worth of vegetables and fruits from our farmer's market. We buy 100 pounds of bananas and mangoes every week. I think that safely qualifies us as pretty fruit oriented. That still being the case, whenever we have any video that features something that's not raw, we'll always get a hardcore fruitarian piping up saying that we're gaining weight because our winter weight gains due to eating starches, or they're telling us it's not human food, it's not optimal, it's making us sick, it's destroying us, and imploring us that we should never be eating this stuff because it's so bad for us. And so instead of addressing random commenters, Andrew Perlot just made a video the other day about why cooked vegan food is bad. And you might remember him. He's the guy who last year he went on a long water fast, and after that he went on a long just stuffing himself with as much fruit as possible, trying to prove a point that one can get fat eating fruit. And I think he did prove that. Anyway, let's check out this video he just made.
It has become more and more apparent as I see people who, even on cooked vegan diets, just are not as vital as they could be, who sit down to a meal of potatoes or whatever and just feel heavy and don't feel like going around and exercising.
So yeah, I've heard that argument many a time, and I think it completely fails. It sounds good to the ear, but it doesn't hold true in reality. First of all, it's not a true picture of how people exercise. Like myself, I don't pound down a giant 12 banana smoothie and then go running to be sloshing all around. I wouldn't want to exercise after a 12 banana smoothie. You smash it down when you get back. Likewise, you know who smashes down massive carbs when they get back from exercising? Plenty of athletes. Let's check out the best runners in the world, for example, the Kenyans. Look it up. Their primary source of calories comes from a cooked carb dish, a cooked vegan dish called ugali, and a little bird tells me that Angie's making a recipe video for that right now, so be on the lookout for that. Tons of carbs. They're not lazy. They train, they come back, and they pound the ugali down to carb back up. Likewise, the Tarahumara Indians of Copper Canyon, Mexico. They're featured in the book Born to Run. They're famous for being a society of runners, basically. All man, woman, child. They all can run marathons, 50 miles, 100 miles, no problem. Are they eating all raw? No, heck no. They're eating a cooked corn dish as their primary source of calories, high carb. And let's look at vegan athletes like myself, or better, Rich Roll. Ultra triathlete, trains like a mother to do those enormous distances, and he's a vegan but not a raw vegan. So to say that eating he eats cooked food, so this whole argument that eating cooked vegan food produces a lazy person that doesn't want to exercise, bogus. Again, it might sound nice, but it has no truth in this world that we live in. Let's see what else he has to say.
My health, my vitality, my athleticism, almost every aspect of my function, my existence in this world was massively improved when, after 3 years on a vegan diet, I went totally raw in 2007.
Alright, so your health and athleticism are supposedly to soar to whole new heights once you go 100% raw. At least that's how it worked out for him. Let's see how it worked out for me. Well, when I was at my 1.5 year stage of being vegan, I got my blood work done, and I had been raw for maybe 5-6 months prior to that, and I got great blood results. I put them up online a while ago, and let's skip forward to 1.5 years after that. I'd been vegan for 3 years, and raw till 4 mainly, how I eat now. Maybe like 90% of my calories are raw. And my blood tests were the same. I didn't get any less healthy from deviating from the magical 100% raw diet. But let's look at athleticism. I think he kind of really misses what's going on here. And let me explain. He was saying how he went 100% raw, and as soon as he made that change, he's kept getting faster and faster, or better, whatever he's doing. Well, let's look at me. When I was all raw, I was a slower runner. I ran my fastest 5K about 6, 7, 8 months ago after being on a raw till 4 type diet for many months. And so am I supposed to conclude from that, oh, if you switch to a raw till 4 diet, you'll be faster or more athletic than you were on a raw diet? No. What what's really going on is that both these diets, raw till 4 or 100% raw, you're getting tons of carbs. That's what lets you train, and you get better and better over time. So as you go and train more and more and more, you're going to get better, 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 and better, despite which diet you're on. As long as you have a high carb, low fat vegan diet, you're going to have the energy to train. You'll want to train. You'll get better.
Love my life, and it wasn't this good before I started eating an entirely raw vegan diet.
Cool, I'm happy for you, Andrew. That's awesome if it worked out for you that way. My take is similar but different. First of all, I'll agree with Andrew in that food, going vegan, is probably the number one most important thing you can do to bring about a better you, to become happier in life. However, I find that food alone, as important it is not enough. Unto itself, diet is not enough to be happy. Like, say you're locked away in a room or something like that forever, how happy could you be? You need to get out into the sunshine. You need to experience the warmth of friendship. And also, I think even more importantly, you need to work on your inner game. You need to evolve compassion and gratitude. And that's hard work. It doesn't come just from eating more bananas. There's more to it than that. So, that's why I'm a little bit skeptical when I hear people advertising, trying to sell the raw vegan diet by saying, you will become instantly enlightened and happy as a result. You'll be better off, I agree, but there's still more work to do.
But don't limit yourself. Don't just sit there and not strive for something better just because people think that it's good enough. There's something so much better. It's called an entirely low-fat raw vegan diet, and it will change your life.
Alright, you guys know me, I'm a pretty chill, pretty Zen Buddhist type guy, but it's that kind of sentiment, as it seems to be coming from a really good place. When he says that, it kind of pisses me off a little bit. Like, you're just second class. You should strive to be where I am at. That is the apex of where diet and compassion and happiness and athletic achievement is. I say, bull crap. I've been on both sides of this. I've been 100% raw for extended periods, and I've been this, if you want to call raw till 4 thing. Like, I eat 90% of my calories as raw fruit thing. So I know what happens on both sides, and I can tell you it's the same thing. Maybe if I ate all starches, maybe it would be different, but I don't want to go down that road. I'm really happy with where I'm at. I'm really happy with where my life's at right now, with my diet, my athleticism. Everything is working out, and I've been working hard on my inner game too, and it's not just from eating bananas or potatoes or what have you. It's dedicated work towards that. So what do you think about this? Is there some kind of magic that happens to a person when they become 100% raw and everything just goes through the roof awesome for them? Or are they kind of selling it a little too much? There's still hard work to be done on your athleticism and your training, on your inner game. It's life. Life isn't that easy. I wish there were a silver bullet we could all just take and bam, we've got it. So post your questions and comments down below. I'd love to hear it. I'm sure I'm going to hear it from you guys on this one, both good and bad. I can take it. And if you haven't already, subscribe. Or is it up there? I always forget which side it's on. Hit that subscribe button if you've been watching but haven't subscribed yet. And stay tuned for more from Happy Healthy Vegan. And until next time, guys, keep it carb, baby. Keep it carb.
Conjurer's trick.